Now, one miracle has taken place in the wake of this disaster, where a British national, his name is Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, he survived this entire ordeal. He was sitting on seat number 11A. He was traveling with his brother from Ahmedabad to London. And those are the visuals on your screen. Home Minister Amit Shah has met the lone survivor of the plane crash. His name is Vishwas Kumar Ramesh. He was a British national. He is a British national, excuse me, one of the lone survivors of this crash. He was traveling with his brother, and we don't have the news about his brother, what his whereabouts are, whether he perished in this plane crash. But one miracle has emerged from this entire ordeal, where Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, he reportedly jumped out of the emergency exit once the initial crash took place, and he was able to survive. He has also told several news outlets that when he woke up, he was surrounded by charred bodies and a lot of debris, and he just walked out of there. He was found by someone who took him to a hospital, and now he's receiving treatment. And Home Minister Amit Shah meeting the lone survivor of the crash of Air India Flight 171. Arunima continues to be with us on the broadcast to get us more details from Ground Zero as the recovery operations are still underway. Arunima, over to you.
So I've come to another part of that entire premises of the medical college. Here you see earth movers are at work trying to clean the premises. There is a sanitization process that is being carried out. Ropes and yellow tapes are being laid out. There's also these Kargil wars. This is the door. You see, that's the aircraft door which you are seeing right now. Perhaps the emergency door which someone tried to open. Perhaps this is what became part of the survivor's story, which is going to narrate for the next few days as to how he survived the Ahmedabad plane crash. And behind me, look at the building there. I don't know, it's quite dark. If you can see, it is completely charred. All I see is a white curtain in one corner, and yes, that white curtain in one corner is the only thing that tells you that once this was a living quarter. There are these air conditioners. Other than that, the window panes are broken. All that you see is black soot. This was the residence of the staff members, the doctors, the undergraduate medical students, the senior doctors. One survivor, in fact, told me that, you know, he was called into this building. This is called Atulya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each of these are 2 blocks. One plumber told me he was called in because there were some plumbing issues. He repaired and came out, and he came out to exactly where I am at the moment. And within a minute, he saw this plane crash land, and going up in fire, not giving people a chance at all to come out. Then there were ambulance operators who were next door, because this is a medical college campus. They came running even before the fire department did, and they saw people in flame, their back on flame, their limbs on flame, coming out, rushing out. Some of them managed to get medical aid and survived. At least 20-25 of them were pulled out, is what is being told by first responders, but many could not survive. We are still waiting to know the exact number as far as those who lost their lives, doctors and staff members who lost their lives because of the crash, not just the passengers. But this is all that remains. Once again, I'm leaving you with these images that those black wire-like structures, those were tangible parts of the aircraft, burned to pieces, burned to literally nothing. That is what 1.25 lakh litre of aviation fuel does to a Boeing aircraft. This is the only solid piece that remains. The door of the aircraft, that is all that remains. Everything else has been charred beyond recognition.
Right, gut-wrenching visuals coming in from Ahmedabad. Thank you, Arunima, for getting us that report. And as Arunima was pointing out, you can see pieces of the aircraft, pieces of the luggage of the passengers. And one startling detail that's emerging is that entire side of that building, which faced the brunt of the crash, has been completely wiped out. And as Arunima was pointing out, a lot of people rushed out of the debris of that building, and they were on fire. Several of them got medical attention, but some were unlucky and they couldn't get medical attention in time and died on the spot, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not just the people on board the flight, but the people in these residential areas where the plane crashed. They have also also suffered the brunt, and the death toll also going up on that regard, because we still have to get more details about how many people in those buildings were killed after the plane crashed into the side of that building. Several parts of the plane jutting out of the building and crashing into these residential areas as people were eating their lunch, people were going about their day, and 30 seconds after takeoff, that massive Dreamliner flight just crashed into this residential area, as the death toll is only likely to go up, and 1.25 lakh litres of aviation fuel has caused all that damage.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.